Alright, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video, what I got going on for you guys is I got something a little bit different here than what I'd usually do. I usually do this every year, so it's not too out of the ordinary. We're here, and we're going to be discussing some back-to-school sneakers for 2021. No price range on this video, so let me know if you guys want me to do an under 100 or under 200, whatever kind of value video, under $250 type of video for back-to-school shoes. But in this one, I added a wide variety on the screen recording. As you guys can see, we got 10 shoes up there, and then we're going through the 10 shoes I kind of chose that are kind of more or less they dropped this year, so I mean they will be 2021 themed, and then just kind of letting y'all know what I think's fresh for back to school, my opinion again. So I hope you guys will enjoy it. You want more content like this, feel free to subscribe and like down below. No like goal in this video, just as many as possible. That's the goal as always. The more we get, the more it gets the channel out there. So I appreciate you all. Thank you to everyone's been watching the channel lately. We've been on that upload streak for I think over a month now of posting straight, so I'm gonna keep that going, not gonna stop. And just guys, support's crazy, so thank you all. I'm gonna keep going. And that's really all I gotta say, so let's get into it. So first things first, the first shoe I want to mention right here is the Nike Dunk High Game Royal. Now, the main reason I'm mentioning this one, firstly, it's a little bit more affordable, so I thought I'd add it on the list, around $150, $170 in price right now, most sizes, pretty much all of them, you can find them in that range. And honestly, I've seen pictures of this one in hand. It's pretty clean. Only thing you have to worry about Dunk Highs and Dunk Lows is that they crease a bit easily. That's just due to the leather material that the toe box is made of, but there's nothing you can really do about that. I mean, you could wear crease protectors, but honestly, if you're buying the kicks to wear, just wear them. You know what it is. It's, if you're just trying to get that first day impression, whatever, I've never really focused on that. I've just, always been like, all right, what shoes do I like? What am I going to wear because I like it? You know what I mean? That should be your focus, not to impress people with what you wear. More or less just a focus of, what do I like? Hopefully that's what you're watching this video for. But watch it for whatever purpose you are. So first one, I would just want to mention Nike Dunk High Game Royal. Pretty easy to wear. I usually wouldn't add a Dunk High because I'm actually not a Dunk High fan, but I'm a big fan of this one because I really like the color on this one, and it reminds me a little bit, just because of the how it looks, it reminds me a little bit of like a mid version type thing of like the Jordan 1 Blue Storm. That's one of my grails. I need to get that because it's like heading towards $1,000, and I'm about to not be able to find that shoe. So let's just keep going. So another one I want to mention, the Jordan 1 Hyper Royal. I feel like I have to throw this one in here, like maybe legally, just because the shoe has been talked about however much in 2021, and by next year this will be one of those shoes that people are talking about like, dang, I wish I'd hold on to my pair, bro. I don't know why I sold it, even though I was telling y'all not to sell it. So I mean, I know there's gonna be people like that, and this is gonna be that shoe next year that people are like, dang, this is so fire. And it's definitely not better than the Jordan 1 Turbo. I own both, and I can easily tell you that Jordan 1 Turbos, the Turbo Green, are a million times better than the Hyper Royals. So if you want to go get those, go ahead. But just kind of looking into it, I mean, this is still a very fresh pair of shoes. I really like how it looks. The suede in the shoe is super clean in hand. I'll even show you all right now, man. I just moved my camera, so it's not what I'm trying to do right there. But here, I'm trying to show you all this material right here. I mean, these are like too clean in hand, bro. Too clean. So it's definitely another back to school sneaker, kind of over $300. So it is on the more expensive side, unlike the last one, which still may be expensive for some of y'all. I totally understand that. But if you just got, like, let's say your parents are like, yo, you can buy one back to school shoe, or you got like $200 or something, don't worry, there's a couple options on this video that will work for you. So just keep staying tuned, and I'll keep mentioning them. So let's get into our third mention right here. Didn't mean to move the camera there a second ago, but another one I want to mention, and it's the Adidas Yeezy Slide. Now, first thing I want to mention is I'd say for this one, probably wait until August to buy it. Reason is that the pure resin and core colorways are all going to drop in price, and also on Yeezy Supply in August, we're going to be having a restock for these Yeezy Slides. So just stay tuned for that. These are going to be restocking for the retail price for $90. I'm the biggest fan of the pure colorway right here, as you guys can see. I just think it looks the cleanest. I actually got a pair of the core ones on the way. I'm going to be rocking those just kind of, throughout the house, maybe to school one day. But I'll be in college. I'm not even in high school, you know what I mean? So I'm moving. It's a whole different situation. I'm in an apartment this year, sophomore year, all that. So it's going to be a little bit different than it would be by being in a dorm. So that's going to be pretty fun. But aside from that, getting off topic, this just be one I wear to the beach, whatever it may be. People will be like, what are those? And I'll be like, man, these are my Kanye slides. So another one we got right there. Don't forget, these are going to be continually restocking. So if you don't get them in August, don't worry. You can get them again in October. I mean, these are literally going to be restocking every month and a half, 2 months, as I've mentioned. So really don't be too concerned if you don't get them at first. You will eventually be able to find them them very easily, so do not worry about that. That's Kanye's goal. But unless people hoard them up like crazy, but I think it'll just be a Supreme Air Force One situation where you'll find used pairs for not too much and you'll be able to just rock those. So another thing, we got the Nike Air Force One Low. If I don't mention this in a back to school video, I feel like I've personally failed myself. Now, I don't know why these are reselling on StockX. I'm assuming it's because all the people that are in brick cook groups, like, the brick link groups and stuff like that, I'm assuming they're taking up all the Air Force One stock off every local location and off all retail sites. So kind of seeing that, we have a lot of people flipping Air Force Ones to StockX. And there's also people that I know buy it cheaper, like wholesale. They're able to, they got a plug, so they get them for like 60 a pop, and then they flip them to StockX and make a F ton of money. I know people that do that, trust me, I have nothing wrong with it. But if you need a pair, just aside from that, if you just want a pair for back to school, again, these do also crease a little bit easily, but if you need a shoe that's going to last you forever, or at least until you lose them, I mean, this shoe is going to do the job. And it's a white pair of shoes, maybe be careful about scuffing them, anything like that. But if you don't care about getting them dirty, I actually kind of like the dirty Air Force One look. Just kind of looks like a worker's look, or something like, I guess, like you put some work in it, maybe like you skated on them or something like that. Well, I don't know what skating Air Force Ones is like. Any of my skaters in the comments, let me know what that's like. Is that a brutal experience, or is that okay? I think these would actually be okay to skate, other than they're just a bit heavy. But yeah, I think they'd be fine, because I mean, you're not gonna be breaking nothing. Maybe your ankle, but who knows. So aside from that, just Air Force One Low. Just want to mention it. I mean, easiest shoe to rock, and plenty of people are gonna have it. So you'll be right in there. So that's all I gotta mention with this one. Another one I want to mention. I wanted to mention the Jordan 4 in this video. One of my personal favorites from this year. I got the personal pair in the collection, size 10. We got the Jordan 4 Fire Red. Again, just this shoe, I mean, it's a retro, so that's one reason that I like it. But another thing about it is just the colors really fit together on this one. I had it at first, and I wasn't sure really what I was going to do with it. I was just like, let me put this one on and see how much I like it. And when I put this shoe on, I was like, man, this shoe reminded me how much I like Jordan 4s. So, your boysman, of course, I bought the Jordan 4s back in October. I bought a couple pairs here and there, but this one really put me on to being like, dang, Jordan 4s are definitely probably one of my more favorite shoes, easily. So aside from that, someone is backing into our driveway. Interesting. Bro, they're backing up at 1 mile per hour. I'm not even kidding. I wish I should video this or something, because they're definitely good, bro. But aside from that, they're done backing up now, so we'll hop back into the video. So another one I want to mention right here. Oh, and don't forget, price ranges on all these. I know I haven't been saying it, but this one's around $90, $100. This one, I mean, right now, I think it's around a range of $150, $200, depending on the size you want. I mean, Happy Rolls, again, above $300. And they kind of heading into the Jordan 4 Fire Red. I think these are above, also around a range of $280, $300. You can find used pairs cheaper, so maybe look into that. But another one I want to mention is the Nike Dunk Low Black. This one is around a range right now, as you can see, kind of $250, $280 in new sizing. But again, you can find these ones cheaper used too. However, most used pairs will be kind of, creased by the toe box, I bet. Since again, these do crease fairly easily. Not really a problem, just kind of a fact, so just kind of understand that. But the reason I wanted to put this one in the video, I feel like I had to have a Dunk Low of some sorts, just because this year has been so popular in the Dunk Low still. Everybody, including me, thought they were going to die off, and that just has not been the case. They've been here to stay. Everybody's been rocking them. Nike's been dropping plenty of pairs, and they're still rising in value in some, so that just shows you the hype is there. This is kind of like, I guess, up next, or continuing to be up next. It's already up there. So just another one I want to throw on, the Nike Dunk Low Black. I feel like I had to mention it, or some sort of Dunk Low classic colorway from this year, some sort of retro. And another one I want to mention, the neutral gray lows. I had a pair of these, size 12, so not my size, but I did see these ones in hand, and I gotta say, for a pair of Jordan 1s, not only will these ones go up in value, it's a very clean pair. It's very simple, but you can't tell the slight, difference about it, because you got the gray swoosh, and then, you kind of got the embroidery on the back, but that's not really anything out of the ordinary from a Jordan 1. My pine green lows got that, you know what I mean? So it's not really anything too different. Everything is the same, but it's that neutral gray colorway. So it is going for a little bit more right now, a little bit more expensive for a Jordan 1 Low, 150, kind of 165, maybe 170 range, I guess. But you could probably find your pairs a bit cheaper through some sort of Instagram reseller, maybe someone that's just trying to quick flip them, whatever it may be. But I also know that these retail a little bit more expensively. I believe it's at 130, yeah, 130, and then after tax and everything it's like 140. So a little bit more expensive, but a pair of shoes right there. The Jordan 1 Low neutral gray, big fan of this one. Another one that's just really simple to rock. I definitely felt like throwing it in. So also, I feel like I needed to add a pair of 11s. This is like feel like Jordan 11s are the biggest back to school shoe, or at least whenever I was going back to school, back at public school, I mean, this was the shoe I probably saw the most, you know what I mean? I always saw Jordan 11 lows. Everybody was rocking these, or something, you know, something like 4s or 11s. Those were pretty popular. Also 3s. 3s are pretty popular, 14s, 13s, stuff like that. But this one right here, the Legend Blue, this one dropped this year. It's not really too much, and it's very clean. Be a very easy shoe to clean also, unless you scuff them. Just don't scuff them. But if you get dirt anywhere here, you'll be good. You can literally just wash it off with water, and you'll have no problem, no issue. You can keep the soles icy pretty easily. Just keep them in the sun and all that. And I mean, these go at a range of like 220, 240 right now. Maybe 250, I guess, because some of the bigger sizes are going for a bit more. But you could probably find your price a bit cheaper. Just make sure you're checking all your apps, Facebook Marketplace, Grailed, whatever, wherever it is, and you might be able to find a deal for this one. So I just kind of threw this one in there because I felt like, you know, I needed to mention this one. And also, it's just like classic colorway, another retro. And this year was just mainly, that was the focus for this year, a lot of retros. So that's another thing right there. And the Jordan 11 low, just felt like throwing in the Legend Blue one right there. So aside from that, I also want to mention this one. I made a video on this one recently. I was very excited about discussing this shoe. It appears there's someone out there doing some like AC stuff. That's what the people were pulling in there. I didn't even know. But yeah, the laser orange lows right here. This is like a summer colorway in my opinion, and just everything about it, kind of the orange, maybe like orange kind of yellow look, I guess, like how it looks in pictures. I need to get them in hand so I can determine it, but really from what I see, it just, this shoe, I really like how it looks. I'm a big fan of it. And I mean, I mentioned that with the like last 3 shoes I've been saying I'm a big fan of them, but this one in particular, I just think it's a little bit different than most dunk lows. I mean, not in terms of it being a classic colorway or any details to it. It's pretty much the exact same as every other dunk low, but I haven't seen this colorway at least very often before, and I think that's why I said hold this shoe, because I just hadn't seen it. And overall, that call made me some money. I made some good money holding these ones. So Nike Dunk Low Laser Orange right now, kind of around, all pairs are above 250, and they're going to continue to rise. So if you're going to buy them, now's the time, or you know, maybe down the line. But I just think overall these will eventually get to a point at a price where they'll hold probably around, I think, above $300. They'll probably hold price there, and yeah, you know, probably stay there. And don't forget, this one only goes up to 12W. So if you know, are bigger than a size 10.5, you sadly cannot rock this shoe. I know there was someone talking with me in my comment section the other day. They were super mad that they couldn't wear these, and I totally get it. You know, sometimes you miss out. Luckily, I can rock pretty much any release, so I never have to worry. So aside from the laser orange, this one dropped very recently, and this one actually dropped on the same week as the last one I'm about to mention right here, which is the Jordan 4 Oreo right here. This one, as you guys can tell right here, it dropped, I mean, pretty recently, pretty much a week ago, July 3rd. So yeah, it was less than, what, like 10 days ago, less than 10 days ago, and price is pretty much settled for this one right around 250, kind of 270. But those bigger sizes, anything above a 12, you see kind of it starts to, you know, go for a little bit more than 270. And if you have a pair of these, hold on to them. But if you just want to get these to rock, I totally understand it. I don't feel like anybody's going to ignore kind of the white cement pattern that we got going on here, and also just a very good looking pair of shoes. It's a very easy pair of shoes to rock. Any sort of Jordan 4 is going to last you forever, just because, you know, they're very durable shoes. It's very hard to mess up a pair of 4s. Obviously you can scuff them or something like that, but I feel like these shoes just don't break apart that easily unless you literally don't wear them. Then of course, you know, any shoe over time will eventually just start to break down. But this one, I'm just a huge fan of. I really like how this one looks, and I think it'll definitely be worth more in the future. So I just kind of want to talk about it now. It's a 2021 shoe. I mean, 4s have been getting much more popular. I feel like more people kind of been getting on that train, and kind of, you know, just been becoming fans of these. You know what I mean? Same with 3s. I've been noticing a lot of people starting to get on 3s and kind of start liking those, because Jordan's been dropping some pretty classic colorways for those also. So yeah, this one around the range of 250, 275, I guess. And you know, I mentioned the range in this one above 250 and all, and that's pretty much all my back to school shoes I can mention right there. Again, a bit more expensive on these ones for some of them, some a bit more cheaper, like the Air Force, some of the Jordan 1 lows, stuff like that. But just don't forget, I will be, if you guys want me to make like under $250 value video, let me know. I'll definitely do that. And yeah, just hit me up in my comments. So that's all I gotta say, and that's every single back to school shoe I got for 2021 at least. No really price range or value, just my kind of top 10 and my list right there. So we'll hop into the outro. If you guys want more content like this, just subscribe and like down below. I'd appreciate it. Let's make the goal in this video something simple. I didn't even put a goal. I remember that. So just as many as possible. That helps the channel get out there more, and I'd appreciate that. And any of my social media stuff, Instagrams, all that are down below. Thank y'all for 600 followers. You know, I haven't been posting, but I appreciate y'all that still follow me. I do post on my stories, so I guess if you want to stay tuned for that, you know, I do post there. But I'll eventually get a post going. I'll try and get one before I get back to college, but I can't promise nothing. I just not a huge fan of Insta anymore. You know, I was, but just now, just like, I don't know. Everybody, I feel like everyone posts the same pictures. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. You know, maybe I need to change it up, do something different. So, you know, that's not the case. But that's everything that needs to be said. So I'll end this. My Discord, all that in the description, and check that if you want to. So I'm Tristan. I gotta edit this video. It's a little bit long, so let's get into that. I'll see y'all then. Peace.